Welcome to everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are from, any part of the world. And I extend a warm welcome to all of you here. Another wonderful day for me, and look forward to another good discussion from whoever passes by, whoever stops by, whoever stays on my channel, on my live stream. Hi, Alex, how are you? Um, It was good watching your live stream. I was checking if anybody else is on live stream. Maybe Rosemary. I can keep it on. Let me check. If Rosemary is on, I can keep her channel on my phone. It's nice to keep somebody, support someone, right? Stephen, welcome, Stephen. Good evening to you, Stephen. How's Martha doing, Stephen? I'm just trying to see if Rosemary is on. Are you on Rosemary's stream? Hello, Pita. Nice to see you here. Martha is doing well. Okay, Stephen, that's good. That's good. Um, just everyone who is on my channel, just keep Martha and Stephen Bennett in your prayers. Also, Rusty, Myrna, and Nair. Okay, yesterday I added Nair. So, Martha, Stephen, Rusty, Myrna, and Nair. So good. That group is also growing. I think I'll cut down on my intro that I pin up, and I will add these names. I will do that. Oh, thanks, Pita. Thank you for joining in. So, what was your topic for your student, Pita? Okay. So, I've got Machi on my phone. I kept Machi on my phone. Stephen, is Rosemary on a live stream? Yesterday, I had kept Rosemary on. Today I couldn't find a video, but I saw Machi is on a live stream. So Uh, I put Machi on my phone for now. Yes, it's good to know. It's good to know about Martha is doing better. Stephen, don't forget to check your Facebook and accept my friend request, and also please check your messenger and reply to me. Okay, okay. Thought I saw something, and it may have been some other day. There was the caption was something about an expat is hungry no more. Expat is hungry no more. That would be interesting to check and see what that video is about. So maybe some poor expat reached a destitute situation and somebody has helped him out. Him or her. Him, I guess. Okay, okay. I just saw that it came up in the, not in my notifications, but like, when I look in notifications and I scroll up, then I suddenly find some videos. So I found that one under that caption. Expat is no longer hungry, something like that. I'll check it out afterwards. I will have time this afternoon. I'm not going anywhere. So I'll try to check it out, see what it is at least. And I don't have any videos set for tomorrow, so I really have to start preparing. Maybe, prepare for about 3, 4 days, and um, because I want to try that something new I want to try, so it will take some time. So that's what I need to do. Yes, I saw that video of Alex, the tallest bamboo structure in the world. Must be really good. Okay, Steven says Rosemary. Okay, Rosemary posted a video Randy making smoked cured ham. I'll check that out. Could be will be interesting to watch. I've never seen it being done. So let's see Randy's way of doing it. It would be nice. So Pita, you can check your messenger as well. Okay, check your messenger as well. I formed a group there. I formed a group, so just check your messenger. So Does does anyone want to comment? Does anyone want to comment on my theme for today? Respect others as you would like to be respected yourself. Peter says, we are so unfortunate today because the huge pipe providing water to the most part of the city broke. So while the government's trying to fix that up, we had limited source of water nowadays. Oh, that is so sad. I hope they repair it quickly. Mm. I wonder whether they, I wonder whether they periodically do check the. I wonder whether periodically they do check, these pipes. And are these pipes underground, Pita? Are they underground? Uh, I will check on that, Stephen. I will check and see what happened with that. I will check to see what happened with the friend request on Facebook. But you can still check your messenger. You can check your messenger, and from the messenger, you can go to my profile and send me a friend request. Okay. So I sent you two messages on Messenger. So when you go to Messenger, at the top, you will find it says profile for me. My picture is there, and it says profile. Click on the profile. It will take you to my Facebook page. Then on my Facebook page, you can send me a friend request. Okay, underground. So it's going to take a while for them, to dig up. I hope they are able, okay, they must have been able to trace where the pipe is broken. So they would have to see, what is the damage that is done. And then they will have to decide on, how to best to get it repaired. So, yes, it's going to take some time. How did they, any idea, how did they know the pipe burst? Was there water coming out from that particular place, coming through the road or wherever it was? Was water coming out through that? It's good. At least they are able to supply some water, even if it's limited. At least some water is being supplied, you know, better than having no water for many days. And then people have to store the water. And even if you store, it's not going to be that much enough, like, for daily consumption for a couple of days. So, uh, it's good. At least they are actually giving some water supply. Yes, good. Good. The repair is going on. Is ongoing. Good. The repair is ongoing. So let's see. Okay. So coming back now to my theme, respect for others as you would like to get respect for yourself. Come on, who's the first one? Water fountain in the middle of the road. Yes, that is how they would have come to know. Okay. Yes, that's why I was asking. Okay, okay. So that means there must be a lot of the traffic now. There must have been lots of traffic and diversions, traffic diversions, and must be uh, you know. I hope it's not a very busy road. I hope it's not a very famous busy road. So who's bold enough? Who's bold enough? Who's going to be the first one bold enough to uh, mention about today's theme? And while you are thinking what to write, let me tell you something about myself. All right. Oh, the fire trucks are taking water around. Very good. Very good. very good. Tell you really, Philippines, hats off to them. Hats off to the barangay heads, hats off to them. They work immediately on, things like that. It's, make sure to minimize people's discomfort. So hats off to San Miguel Barangay in Iligan City, San Miguel Barangay in Iligan City, and not the other one, but the one where Pita stays. Okay, Pita, I remember that. Okay, not the other one, but the one where Pita stays. So, talking about respect to others, it is very true. It is very true that uh, you know you won't like someone to disrespect yourself, right? And you would get annoyed, or you would get a little slightly angry about it, or you may even get very angry about it. So in the same way as we would not like someone to disrespect us, therefore we need to also be sure we respect everybody else as well. It doesn't matter young or old or something, we have to give them the respect. Now, talking about giving respect as well, or getting respect, there is a saying, right, in English: you don't demand respect, you command respect, right? You don't demand respect, you command respect. I'll tell you a very interesting thing about that happened when I was vice principal of the American International School. I do not know why. I do not even know if it was my principal having a side affair. But one day, uh, a kind of a person, a lady entered into the school dressed in the Arabic, the black that they wear, and hijab and all. Okay, so she was definitely a Muslim, and she spoke Arabic, but she's been born and brought up in UK. So she had a heavy accent. She had a heavy accent. Okay, born and brought up in UK, so a heavy UK British accent. So I guess she would have done all her education, schooling, and degrees and all from UK. So she was brought in, and there was as you enter the main school building, on the left hand side was a big office with the principals there, and on the other side was another big office, and there was the head of the Islamic department. The head of the Islamic department was in that room. So when I joined the school as like vice principal of the school, I was given a small makeshift office, and my office was being shared by another lady from who was in the administration, so there was another administration room at the side of me to the left, and then to the left of that was an accounts office, and then came that big room, where only an Islamic head he was, so not an important position, like but he was having that room. So when I came and I was given this small room, I did not bother, but the other lady who was sharing my room became a big problem, because parents would come in to talk, and students would come in to talk, because she was in the admin side, for the school records and all that. So they would be talking there, and if I'm on the phone talking to somebody, it used to be a problem. Or if I had a meeting, it became a problem. You know so meeting with teachers or parents, then it became a problem. There was a lot of interruption. So I went and spoke to my principal, and I told that lady also, Marwa. I said, can we both go to the principal? I'm sure you are also getting disturbed and I'm getting disturbed. So we went and spoke to the principal, and then he said, okay. So he made a place in the other room. It was very big, and there were two people already there. So he made room and he put her also over there. Then in that extra area where she was, I got a little sofa set and all put up, like a double sofa and a single sofa with a center table. I got that. So when parents or anyone comes, it's something comfortable. I would get off from my chair behind my desk, and I would go to the sofa and I would sit there, or I would pull out another chair. Like I had two chairs, so if there were many people, I would pull up one of those ordinary chairs and just sit and discuss with them. Close my office door if it was something serious or important, and so I never bothered about the big office. But when this lady came into the school, that guy was told to leave the office. In fact, it was done the day before. He was asked to leave the office. And when this lady came, she was given that office. And that office is as big as the principal's office. It had a beautiful desk. It had water, the water dispenser, hot and cold. It had that. It had a, toilet inside. It had a toilet inside. Like I used to go to the general staff toilet, so it had a toilet inside, just like the principal had. It had a toilet inside, and it had all kinds of cupboards and lockers and kind of things to store files and all those kind of things. I had a cupboard like in my this, and to store the files and all. But there it was beautifully done. It was a very nice room, and good sofa set, and center table, and lots of more space, like compared to my office. My office may have been one third or one fourth that size. So then it got to me, like, who's this lady come? And believe me, I told you, I'm very honest, about my life, my side. And soon I found that when it was the day for, me to have a meeting with my supervisors and all, I found all the supervisors walking past my office, and I wondered why they are not coming for the meeting. And when I looked, I saw they all going to that office. So can you imagine? The principal did not even have the slightest decency and etiquette. Forget about respect. Did not have the slightest decency and etiquette professionally to inform me that he has appointed somebody new, and all the supervisors, all the heads of departments will now be reporting to her. And believe me, I became I became like redundant in the school. She took over all the duties of a vice principal. Okay, she took over all the duties of the vice principal, and even then the principal did not even call me and tell me even verbally. He did not tell me that, Winston, I've appointed somebody new. So what do? I kept quiet. I did not say anything. I did not even go and question him. I just carried on doing my classroom visits. So she also used to visit. If she was in one classroom, I went to the other one. So I just went around. I made my reports. I like checked on lessons for the teachers. I made my report and I filed it. So I did my share of work. Then started even sending circulars and notices and all that. She began doing that. So believe me, basically I was doing skeleton work, nothing. Parents also now started going to visit her and discuss with her. So everybody came to me and said, what happened? And I said, I don't know. I've been okay with the principal. Yes, he never listened to my advice many times when I gave him. When he was in trouble, I used to tell him. When I suggested, you did not accept my suggestion. Now you are in problem because you followed what you wanted to do. So you keep coming to me every time to rectify the solution. So from now onwards, if you make a decision, you will find a solution for it. I'm not going to be held responsible. And in a way, like I never told him in bad words or in any wrong way, but I said, in a way, what I conveyed to him is that I'm not going to clean up your mess. That's the message I kind of conveyed to him, but not in those words. I was very polite and said, like, so you make a mess, you make a problem, you will have to resolve it. Don't come to me every time to resolve, you know if you don't want to follow the advice I give you. So you should always think about my advice, try to do it and see if it is better or not. And from before, like I brought the school up a lot, I brought the school up a lot. Even parents, Arabic parents used to come and tell me, sir, how you are working with that principal, I don't know. But you should have been the principal of the school, you know. But anyhow, so talking about respect, she started demanding. She never commanded respect. She started demanding respect. She was a PhD. I am also a PhD. But believe me, I never put my name on the board as Dr. Winston Burton. No, even when I normally write, except on my website which I had, I put there as Dr. Winston Burton because that was my educational website. So I put that, but I never demanded with anybody else. You have to call me doctor. You have to call me doctor. They call me sir or Mr. Burton or whatever it is. But so they used to mostly say Mr. Winston, Mr. Winston. They call you by your first name, but they add the Mr. before that. So Mr. Winston. So when they were calling her like, Miss Khadija, Miss Khadija, she said, no, I am not Miss Khadija. I am Dr. Khadija. I want all of you to call me Dr. Khadija. So we had an Indian person who was the head of the IT department, and he was controlling all the IT work for the school, setting up everything and, making it, improving it and better and maintaining the website and all. So brainy fellow, but very humorous, very comical. So he used to make people laugh also, with his way of talking and things like that. Not very, very fluent in English, but, very good. So one day, what happened when this, hi, Ia, nice to see you here, Ia. Nice to see you here, Ia. So one day, what happened when this thing went on too much, everybody was so disgusted. What is this, Dr. Khadija, Dr. Khadija? And there's a nice way to say it, but she would say it so rudely. Call me Dr. Khadija, not Miss Khadija, Dr. Khadija. Like finger and eyes and all, like so dislike. So this IT guy, one day, for example, like just say, okay, I walked into his room and I said, oh, I want to just ask you something. And he said, oh, good morning, Dr. Winston. I said, what? No, no, no. I know I am a PhD, but you don't call me doctor, you call me Winston. He's saying, no, I am going to now tell everybody, whoever comes to my office, I'm going to always call them doctor, whatever it is. I'm going to call them doctor, whatever it is. You think, what does she mean by herself? Doctor, doctor, doctor. PhD is such an important degree. And why is she forcing us to call her doctor? We can call whatever we want, right? But if she's forcing us, then we are not. But they had to call her doctor. They had to call her doctor. So he started calling everybody. And then the Arabic people also, they picked up so well. And all the other teachers also, they began calling each other doctor, doctor, doctor. So that doctor became a de- disgraceful kind of a term, like, it became a degrading term, like, that's the word I wanted. It became like a grading greeting, a degrading salutation, that everybody was being called doctors, though they were not PhDs, like, So she was very infuriated. How she went up to him and said, why are you calling this? Why are you calling everybody doctor, doctor, doctor? They are not PhDs. And he said, I can call anyone whatever I want. You want me to call you doctor? I'm calling you doctor. And I can call anybody how I want. It doesn't matter if they are not PhDs. So what? I feel like calling them doctor, whatever it is. So that is my way. You want, you go and tell the principal. Then I believe the principal called him and spoke to him. And he said, I'm sorry. And he called the principal also doctor, doctor by name. So he said, no, I'm sorry. I'm calling everyone. Soon, soon, parents started complaining about her attitude and her behavior because no respect. Parents started complaining, students started complaining, teachers started complaining. Now, the owner of the school, there were two Arabic people were owners of the school, high positions in Dubai. One was a motocross rally, driver. He used to drive cars and all at motocross rallies, very good ace driver he was. So one was that, and he also held in his company a big high designation, and his brother also had a designation. So what it was, when they were forming the school, my principal told them, I'm not only going to be the principal of the school, but I want to be a 10% partnership. I want a 10% partnership in the school. So he paid like 10% of the cost to set up the school, and he had 10% partnership in the school, and he was also the principal of the school. So these two people had another Indian person from South India, very, very brainy, very clever fellow, and very nice chap. He can be angry when he's angry. He can be, you know, kind when he's kind. That type of a man. And he was like the right hand Muhammad bin Sulaim. Muhammad bin Sulaim. That was the main person. So he was the right hand of that. That was the elder brother, and then the other younger brother. So Muhammad bin Sulaim. So he was the right hand man of Muhammad bin Sulaim. And Muhammad bin Sulaim really respected him and his decisions and all those kind of things. So soon he used to come sometimes to the accounts office for a checkup. He used to come to the accounts office for a checkup, and sometimes he would speak to them and find out how's the school going and all. Then when I took up as the vice principal, then he used to come and meet me. Oh, you are new here. Oh, you are also from India. Nice to see an Indian, in this school, also vice principal, and he asked me about my background and everything. So when all these complaints started coming, he first went to their account section and he had a word with all of them. And they said, it is so sad, that this is how Mr. Winston is being treated. It's so sad how he's being treated. He has been such a nice administrator. He's been so good. We all love him so much, and like they told him all that. Then he came to me and he said, "What's happening, Winston?" I said, "I don't know what's happening." I said, "I'm sure you have heard about it." He's saying, "I heard about it. So I came to the school, but I first met the accountants, and I asked them first, in Arabic, to tell me, exactly what is happening." So they told me, and they said about your, oh, Nesty Apple, how are you? Thank you for telling everyone to thank you for telling everyone to hit the like button. Thank you. Yes, like and share and everything. You know, uh, invite people to my live stream sometimes. I'm really looking out for extra watch hours. So, Nesty Apple, I will check later where you are from, and I will check your website, your channel, your YouTube channel if you have one. Let me see. I think you have a YouTube channel. Let me see. No, you don't have a YouTube channel, like you don't have a live. But anyhow, I will check and I will see. And thank you so much, Nesty Apple, for coming onto my live channel and sharing over here. And yes, Pita, thank you very much. I saw the thing coming up. I saw the thing coming up. I thought you were having I thought you were having Apple and Nesty. I really thought you were having Apple and Nesty till suddenly I looked at the screen and I said, "Oh, Nesty Apple. Okay, okay." So I understood what you were meaning. Yes, I've done it. I've done it. I've made Nesty Apple. Nesty Apple, I have made you a moderator. So when you comment next, you will see it turning into blue. So you are a moderator and you can interact with the others. So let me look at that a little more often. So let me just take a break from what I was saying. Uh, I want you all to please remember in your prayers, remember Martha and Stephen Bennett. Martha has not been keeping well, she's improving. Remember Rusty, remember Myrna, and I want you to remember an old school friend of mine, Nair. She is suffering with cancer, and she's gone through hell, and she's in a lot of pain. She's in a lot of pain. And it's been coming to a year like that she's suffering. So I just pray that, things, there are days when she has better days, but mostly it is like off days, So just please pray for her that, the treatment she's undergoing and all that, is a little better. So, yes, so let me get back to my story. So then this right hand man of Muhammad bin Sulaim, the owner of the school, came and then he said, "Give me your version." I said, what to tell you about my version? I said, I have no version at all. It's just that this one day, this is what happened. And I related again all that happened. And the principal has not even informed me, not even informed me about it. Until today, he has not said anything to me about it. So I feel so bad, I feel so bad. It's really, disrespect, right? It's disrespect. I'm the VP of the school. At least inform me, kick me out of the school, say whatever you want and all that. So, and once before, I had a joke with him. I said, I keep telling you so many things you don't do. You're not accepting this, that, and the other. But whatever it is, remember one thing, Mr. Othman. Othman was his name. I said, remember one thing, Mr. Othman. I am never going to leave the school till you kick me out of the school. I told him like that. No matter what decision you make, whatever it is, you are the principal. I will respect you for that. But I will never leave the school till you kick me out of the school. So that I told this fellow everything. Then he went to see the IT guy to ask him, what is this doctor thing you have started? I heard from others, I want to hear from you. What is this doctor thing you have started? And he addressed him also as Dr. Surya. His name was Surya, Dr. Surya. He addressed him as he entered his IT room. So he said, so what is this doctor? Then he explained to him. He said, yes, I heard about that. I heard about that. And Mohammed bin Sulaim, the owner, he has also got a lot of complaints and all that about that. Then he came back to see me. He said, now, Winston, I want to take this matter up with Mohammed bin Sulaim because this is not a right attitude. And especially, this is not the way that you should be treated in the school. You have been working so many years over here, and you deserve much more than this kind of a treatment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up with the owner, Mohammed bin Sulaim, and he will speak to his brother also about it. Now, remember, both of them and the principal know each other from before, right? A long time. And because of that, like, he's also partner. The principal is partner as well. So he said, like, okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to inform him about it. And then I want to arrange a meeting with you and Mohammed bin Sulaim. And I want you to tell him directly as well, whatever it is. And I will try to arrange a meeting with the accountants and all that also because they speak Arabic. So, this, but Mohammed bin Sulaim was educated in the US and also he speaks English very well. So, oh, welcome, Nesty. Welcome, Nesty. And my name is Winston. My name is Winston. Okay. So, you can address me by my name. So, you can address me by my name also, Winston. What does EMV? What does it stand for? Nesty, what does EMV stand for? And can you tell us what is your name? What does EMV stand for? And what is your name? Okay. Okay, Ia. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ia. Pita told me about all the servants. Pita told me about all the servants. Okay. Okay. Understand. Thank you so much, Ia. Thank you so much. And Ia, thank you for your response on. Thank you for your response on the on Messenger. Thank you for your response on Messenger. So coming back to the story of respecting others, and please, I want to see others writing what you think about respecting others as you would like people to respect yourself. Please, I don't think I missed anything. So please put your comments about my theme today. I'm telling a long story about myself, right? And respectful. I'm telling you a long story, very interesting story as well. So, so finally, he said, I want to have with the Arabic people also. So I said, yes, you just tell me anytime. I am willing to come and speak to them, whatever it is. And I'm not going to speak and plead my case. No, let it be. Whatever he's treating me, that doesn't matter. That's his prerogative. But I will just mention what I mentioned to you. I should have at least, he should have had the decency to at least inform me about it. So then what happened? Like waiting, waiting. Then he came. I've spoken to Mohammed bin Sulayam. He said he will think about a date and speaking with you, and we'll have it in his office. He said in his office, and you can come to his office. So in Dubai, I was driving. I had my own car. I was driving. So I said no problem. Just tell me when, and I will be there. And then one day there was a big shake-up in the school. Very, very big shake-up in the school. We found Dr. Khadija packing up all her things. Dr. Khadija was packing up all her things. And next we know, like people were the servants in the school and all were helping to carry it to a car, all something to the car. And then the office was empty. So I was shocked. They all came and said, "Did you hear the good news?" And I said, "What good news?" And they said, "Look what is happening." That is when I went out of my office and I saw, oh my God, she's clearing the office. She's moving. She's out. All her stuff she's taking out of the office. And I asked, a few people, what has happened? And they said she has been asked to leave the school. I said, wow, that means Muhammad bin Sulayam, the owner of the school, has made that decision that she has to leave the school. So it was like overnight, just the previous evening she was bossing around as usual. And now this morning, she was just clearing her office. I quickly, when our office was cleared, I quickly went into the principal. I went into the principal. His face was red. His face was so small, and he's a big made man. Okay, bigger than me. Big made man, like And his face became red. His face became small. Whenever he used to see me, when I'm going around and he was passing, he would just smile at me and walk on, like just smile and walk on. Never said anything, like. But I would wish him also, like, good morning, Mr. Otman, or good afternoon, Mr. Otman, whatever it is. I just wished him, like. But never once went into his office for anything. There was no need, correct? So, so then what happened was I went to him. I said, Mr. Otman, I believe Khadija has been asked to leave the school and she is vacated to the office. I did not mind before. I had a small office. I did not mind. I managed that. But you made the Islamic head of department leave that room, which is a big office like yours. Even when he was there, I did not complain. I'm the vice principal of the school. He's only a Islamic head, in charge of the Islamic teachers. But yet I did not complain. But now, after what has happened all these months, and now that Dr. Khadija has been asked to leave the school, I want to move into that office. That is my condition. I want to move into that office. Yes, 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 Mr. Winston. Yes, yes, sure. Don't worry. I'll ask them to clean it up and all that. And then you can move all your files and you can move. And if you want anything what Dr. Khadija has left, no, I don't want anything. I have my own system. I have my own methods. I have my desktop is there with everything. I want that shifted over there and set up in from the IT person. I want that moved and set up, and I will operate from there. And I will have all my meetings and everything there. So now my condition is I want to be moved into that office today, now. So he got it cleaned up, and that very day I moved into that big office, like. And then when I went to him, he said, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I said, "No, I don't want any apologies from you, Mr. Otman, because you have hurt me. You have hurt me. We have been together so many years over here. I have brought up the school. I've done everything. And now you brought in a person without informing me. At least you had to inform me, even verbally, that Winston, I'm just trying this out." Then I heard, and then that Surya guy, he came to meet me. He thinks, so how do you like it? I said, no, it's good. It has happened. It's for the benefit of the school, not for me. It's okay, but for the benefit of the school, it's good that it has happened. Everybody, parents, teachers, students, everybody has been complaining, like. And she used to be so demanding at the meetings for the staff, for the supervisor meeting and the head of department meeting, so demanding. They were so happy. They were so happy to have me back again. They were so happy to have me back again. Okay, I'll continue a little more. Let me read some comments. So Pita says, respect is very important, especially if you are the leading personnel in the establishment. I always believe that respect begets respect. Very true. If you respect others, even students and all, like, if you respect others, they will respect you in return. Stephen also says, I was raised to respect my elders and those in authority over me. Very good. Yes, Stephen. We were also brought up like that. Like, anybody older to us, like, like my parents' age and, things like that, or they were much older to us, we were forced, like, you have to call them uncle and auntie. You have to call them uncle and auntie. But they are not my aunties and they are not my uncles. No, that is the respect you show. You call everybody uncle and auntie. And I knew when I was becoming old. I knew when I was becoming old, because I may have been in my 20s, 25, 30s, but other people, other children and all started calling me Uncle Winston. So I would have just been in my 20s, just entering 30 and all, but I began to be called Uncle Winston, and I looked young. I didn't look my age, like, from young I've been, having good, young looks, like, not good looks, young looks. So, when suddenly, I found these kids are calling me Uncle Winston, I said, I've reached now that old age peak to be called uncle. So yes, we were brought up to call everyone uncle and auntie, like, some people make it difficult to respect them, but I always try. Yes, sometimes, it becomes. There are many people we call uncle, and then they said, no, you don't call us uncle. We are not that old, like, so you can call us by our names, like that. They said uncle or auntie by name. But usually, if they were like around my parents' age and all, for sure, like, they accepted that we call them uncle and auntie, like, So we had some very good things. Thank you, Ia, thank you. Yes, nice headphones. I had them before COVID days. I had them before COVID days when I first came to Thailand. I wanted to do online teaching, so I applied to many agencies. So the agencies give specification. You must have this kind of a headphone with this specification, noise reduction, microphone. So they gave, all these kind of specifications. They gave it. So that is when I bought this headphone, but unfortunately, I never got appointed by any of the agencies. They want real British with all the twang, Hello, how are you? Oh my God, I'm fantastic. Oh my God, I don't believe in all twing twang and all that. Okay. If you have grown up in a foreign country, you have studied over there, you automatically develop, that way of talking, like, uh, but otherwise, you have your own accent, you have your own tone, whatever it is, like, I grew up from childhood. I grew up speaking English. I don't even speak the Indian language, right? It's just unfortunately or fortunately or whatever it is, I was born in India, and that is because my father and all his siblings and his mother died, in 1925, just little after Christmas Day. His mother died, so mostly he was brought up by the father and the grandmother. And the father also used to be working. He was working in the Post and Telegraph, and he had gone to take up this job in Burma. And his wife, he met like my grandmother, my father's mother. He met her there, a Burmese, and he married her, and they had their kids in Burma. So during the Japanese invasion, most of the people who left, they left, and they went off to India. But there were some people who were given shelter by the UK government, like, and they were taken off to, like, London and wherever it is. But my father and his father and all that, they were not given that privilege, for whatever reasons I don't know. They were not given that privilege, and so my father, my father, his father, his grandmother, they all moved to uh, India, along with many other people. And that is one of the reasons why my father never wanted to go abroad. And UK was out of the question for him. He said, no, UK is out of the question, but I'm not going to any other country. In time of need, India gave us refuge. In time of need, India gave us shelter. And that is why he always used to tell me, I'm born in India, I will die in India. But I mentioned this before. It's only when I saw his passport many years later, I kept his passport, and one day I just happened to look and I saw born in Akyab, Burma. What? My father always said, I'm born in India, I will die in India. And I wonder why. And then my daughter, I said, that's very strange, with grandpa saying this. And she said, no, one day grandpa told me about it. Grandpa said, I say this, I'm born in India, I die in India because India gave me refuge. The British government did not give me refuge. India gave me refuge. So that, and in his birth certificate, all he's termed as Eurasian. So Europe, Asia, Eurasian, because after all his father was like from the British line of descent, and he married a Burmese. So I don't know, in his birth certificate it is written Eurasian, but UK was part of Europe, right? Kind of. So anyhow, so that is it. So yes, giving respect to others. Thank you, Pita, and thank you, Stephen, for your comments on that. uh, Glenn, nice to see you, Glenn. Thank you for stopping by. I know it's always your cooking time and something like that, but you find time to stop by my channel. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. And if you can ever, if not now but later on, if you can go back to my replay and just write in what you feel about respect for others. Okay, I want you to go back to my live stream later on. If you cannot have time, don't have time now, and just type in a message about what you think about respecting others. Okay, about respecting. Yeah, you also just write something about expecting others. What do you think about that? So yes. So then coming back to my story, then I started with the meetings with my head of departments and sending out circulars and notices and all those kind of things for the school and for the teachers and supervisors, head of departments and all. And everybody was so happy, and they were very happy that I had moved into the bigger office. They said, you should have asked for this on the first day you came here. But on the first day when I came there, so many of the Arabic teachers, I received so much of resentment for them. Being an Indian has a stigma, in many parts of the world, being an Indian has a stigma, So that's why I sometimes say, unfortunately, I was born in India, unfortunately, I was born in India. So I'm happy at least that, my children basically, they did not grow up in India. They grew up in Dubai, because when I went to Dubai, my son was in lower KG and my daughter was just in grade one. There's a 3 year difference between them. So, or grade two, she was in, so basically, they don't have that much memory of India. And we used to go there for summer vacation for 1 month. I used to get only 1 month because when I moved into as an administrator, though we had two months summer, but 1 month I had to work, and 1 month off only I got. But teachers got full 2 months off, So yes, so we used to go for a month or so and come back. But then soon they said they don't want to go to India for, they said now we have no friends. The friends have grown up, and they have got their own circle of friends, and we are ignored. So we don't want to go to India, So I'm happy that they had an education abroad. They were good in a good O-level school. We put them first. They were in the Indian syllabus school, but then we put them into the O-level school, and they both did very well in their exams. And for graduation, my daughter graduated from New Zealand, Wellington University in New Zealand, and my son graduated from State University of New York in Geneseo. So that's Geneseo is part of, it's close to Rochester, and that is all in New York State. It all comes in New York State. So they had a foreign education, and after that they did their post graduation. They did it on their own. My son did his post graduation from Canada, because after graduation he came to Canada and he did his post graduation in Canada. My daughter was in Dubai. She did not choose to come to Canada with us when we made our landing. So she continued working in Dubai, but she did her thing from uh, oh, forget the name exactly of the university, but it was a British university. And Dubai started having branches of many foreign universities. They opened what they called a education zone, and in that education zone, there were many foreign universities, and they were conducting the same university as they are doing in Britain. Same university as Britain. So she used to attend classes and things like that, and so she has a degree from the British university, so yes, they've had very good education, and also I'm happy about that, and yes, they also respected people and things like that. So all the staff and all was so happy, and they said, it's very good that you asked for this big office because you deserve it, you needed it, you should have had it from the first day. So I said, no, I'm okay. I'm not that type of person. I'm a simple person. I don't even ask you all. If you see, actually, I'm a PhD also, but I don't ask you to call me doctor. I can use it officially elsewhere. I would use it, but I said, I don't insist on people just calling me doctor, doctor, doctor. So they said, no, if we call Khadija doctor, why can't we call you? And I said, no, I like you all calling me Mr. Winston. You have always called me Mr. Winston. Continue calling me Mr. Winston. I feel it's very good, it's nice, it's better. And I told them also, if you want, you can call me Winston, no problem. You can call me Winston, but no, respect. So, this is the difference. I gave you this long example of mine because it is about commanding respect instead of demanding respect. Dr. Khadija was demanding respect for anyone. In the end, what happened? With honors, she was thrown out. With disrespectful honors, she was thrown out of the school. You know, and so yes, but for me, it was I used to like command respect, not demand it. So by the good deeds I do, by the respect I give others, they give me respect. Like how Pita said, you respect others to get respect. Respect begets respect. So yes, so I feel that is very important. Now, for example, I'll just tell you, over here in Thailand, I've mentioned this before. In Thailand, you give respect to elders and monks and all, and you have to do a Y. They call a Y. You have to fold your hands, join your hands, and you have to bow your head. So I think it's something like this. When you are doing it to the monks and all, it has to be up at the nose, kind of, up at the nose. Okay, if you see it, like has to be kind of up at the nose or high up like this, and you have to bow to them. Why? It has to be high up like this. Okay. So that is respect to the monks and real senior people, very elderly people who are in positions, elderly people in positions and all. But the monks and all, that is the highest form of respect. And then other people who are, your age, you can just say, you can just do a Y, just do a Y. You can have it lower down. And like for people younger than you don't have to do a Y. People who are younger than you don't have to do a Y. But I still do. I do it lower down, not there. I do it lower down, but I still do a Y. I still do this, even to students, online students. When I had online Thai students and all, I will. When we first start, they will do, they will do Sawadee Khap, they will do that, and I will do Sawadee Khap, I will also. So we used to greet each other that way, and then start our classes in English, So the greeting was always in Thai, not in English. And then we use the English greeting. Okay, good morning, so and so, good afternoon, or whatever the case. How are you? And then we speak in English. So, uh, so this was it. So this is respect. They still said, no, we will call you Mr. Winston, not Winston, So that is how it's so important. Ia says respect to each other in the most important behavior uh, on each individual, poor or rich. Very true. Very true. We need to respect the poor people also. They are human beings. They have life. They may have come to the poor condition because of unfortunate circumstances. Maybe it was them that caused it. Their behavior, their way of life, or their working condition, or whatever it is, their behavior may have brought them to this position, but even then, we need to respect them, talking about this, the latest fashion that had started, You come with clothes that are torn in many places, correct? The jeans and all are torn in many places, but that is a fashion. Okay, when we were young, if the jean or a trouser or something got a tear, oh my god, it was so disgraceful. We can't go out like this with one small tear. We cannot go out. What to do? So we used to have people who were called darners. I just put that down for maybe the Filipino people. Darner. They would be able to stitch, very well with the matching thread and the kind of stitches they used to give, that if you looked at it, if you just looked at it generally, you could not make out that it had a tear. So well, they used to, darn the clothes so well. They used to do it. It's only if you looked at it very closely, you could make it out. But otherwise, like, if you just hold it up and say, "How's my pant?" "Oh, very nice pant." Nobody will be able to see the darn. Nobody. They were so skilled, in doing it in those years when I was growing up. So yes, but today the fashion, when I first saw it, I was shocked. Actors, actresses, famous people coming up on stage with that. So I saw, in those days, I saw a photo caption. They are showing like a celebrity wearing these kind of jeans, and they are showing a beggar wearing tattered and torn clothes. What's the difference? The beggar is wearing tattered and torn clothes, right? That is what the celebrities also are wearing when they're coming up on stage, the torn jeans. So, it was put. But why? Just because they are beggars and wearing torn clothes, people used to shun them and, chase them out. So dirty, get away from here, look at your clothes, blah, blah. Others would take out old clothes and give them to wear, you know. But beggars with torn clothes and all, they were shunned, right? And yet celebrities will come with the torn jeans and it's fashion, right? Oh, talking about fashion, I think I must have a topic of this also. Sunglasses. At night, they're coming with sunglasses up on the stage and all, wearing sunglasses everywhere, even at night, going for parties, bright lights, but they are wearing sunglasses even at night. What a fashion that was, wearing sunglasses. And then started the fashion of everybody growing beards. All the men, not everybody, all the men growing beards, mustache and beards. Okay, whether you look nice or you didn't look nice, everybody started growing beards. What a fashion that was. Oh my gosh, I tell you, fashion. I remember I used to wear bell bottom pants. Okay, that was fashion in those days, bell bottom pants. Then they went out of fashion. It became narrow drain pipes. Drain pipes, they used to call it drain pipes, narrow. And then after that, bell bottoms came back into fashion. Flares, they used to call it flares. Bell bottom came back into fashion. So fashion keeps changing. Maybe I'll keep it for another topic and try to give other examples. So yes, so coming back to respect, I got even more respect after that. Believe me or not, I got even more respect after that. I got so many parents who were coming, and I got so much more respect from parents. And then my principal started listening to me a little more. Like, he started listening to me, and that is when I started. I took a franchise for TESOL, teaching English to speakers of other languages. So it is almost synonym. Uh, so it is almost a synonym, teaching English to speakers of other languages or teaching English as a foreign language. So they are synonyms, like, synonymous with each other. So I took up a franchise from UK, very nice lady, world, TESOL Worldwide. TESOL Worldwide. There is a Linda. Oh, the name was on my tip of my tongue. So Linda Hazelwood, very nice elderly lady, very nice lady. I mentioned about this also before. So I took up that. I Google America, I Google British, Britain. I Google to see, all the different where I should take a franchise, and then I found hers as the best. So I took the franchise for that, and I did not tell my principal, but another teacher from the school informed my principal, and the principal had told me, I want to introduce this TESOL in the school. So can you find out somebody and all? So I said, okay. I gave him some, people who were doing TESOL in Dubai. I gave it to him and I said, here are the people, you can get in touch with them and find out, who you want to do this. He's saying, I want my teachers to do this, TESOL, TEFL. I want them to do it because it will be very important, very good for them, their future as an added qualification. So when this teacher told him, oh, because he said like about, he mentioned casually, and she said, oh, no, Mr. Winston, he is running a TEFL course because he has done this. He's got a franchise for it and all, And then he called me and he said, Winston, you did not tell me. And I said, sorry, sorry, Mr. Ottman. I do not want to tell you because if you take up my TESOL course in the school, teachers will feel that because I have it, I'm the vice principal, we are forcing them to do it. He said, no, there's no question of forcing. I want to have this in the school, and you gave me people in the school. I contacted them. I was somehow not satisfied with, what they were telling me. But you, of course, why not? You can do it in the school. You can run your classes in the school. And he's saying, I'm going to make it an option, and we make it an option for the teachers. It's not compulsory. We send a circular out, make a circular and send it out, and tell them it is my decision, and tell them like it will be like just general, option for them. If they want to take it, they can take it. There is no hard and fast rule for it, but as an incentive, kind of an incentive, he said, those who take it up, whatever you pay for it, as long as you're in my school, okay, later on, and you're in my school, I will pay it back to you in installments. I will pay it back to you like in increase your salary, and I'll pay it back to you in installments, whatever you are paid for the full course. So that was an incentive for them. So finally, I had quite a few teachers from my school. And then he told me also, he said, Winston, because very few responded. So he said, okay, if you want, you can have teachers coming from other schools. Because I said, it's not going to be very profitable for me just to run it for such few teachers. So he said, okay, you can ask other teachers to come and all. So I gave some dates, probable dates, and all that. And many teachers from my previous school and Dubai scholars, where my children were studying. So many of them joined and others. So totally, my first batch, I had 16 students, 16 teachers, I should call them teacher students. I had 16 of them who appeared for the course, and we had like a 2 week in-service training. In this in-service training, I gave them my own methods of teaching and all that. Maybe I'll keep that for another day. I've spoken about that before on my live stream, so I'll keep it for another day when I talk about education or something about that. So long story short, I introduced my own system of teaching, and they began to follow that in their classes afterwards, and they got their certification and all. Then I started a second group, but only four responded. But I did not mind. I said, okay, I will do it for these four teachers. And they were all from my school. And in fact, I'll tell you this much. In fact, three teachers, three teachers paid. One teacher did not pay. I gave that teacher free, because I know the teacher cannot really afford, and not drawing a very high salary in the school as well. So I gave the teacher an option to do it free. So that was it. And mostly she was a full Arabic teacher, so her English was not very strong. And the English is supposed to be strong enough to take up this course, but I whatever franchise fees and all I had to pay. I know whatever fees I had to pay for individual students who enrolled in the course. I had to pay, royalty fees, annual royalty fees, and also royalty fees for them, and the royalty fees for the certification and all. I paid everything for the teacher. Everything I paid for the teacher, and her English was not too good, but it was not too bad also. So I said, maybe, if you have this, you can get into a better school and, polish up your English a little more, get into a better school. And in that school, you can show you this TESOL certification, you know. So I did that, I did that. So I took up this franchise. So my principal, he bended everything, run it from my school, run it whenever you want, after school hours, vacation time, during vacation time, you can use my this, because I used to have a whole day class, like, morning and afternoon session. So during the vacation when we were closed, he said you can use it, have your 2 weeks of in service training during that time. There was the option of having only online, or you can have it full time in service, full time people attending classes. But how can they attend classes full day, when they are teaching? So they had a hybrid course, partly online, partly 2 weeks of in service training. So they opted. I told them you can opt for this, it's good. So we opted for that. So yes, that was really good. Steven says, yes, my old jeans should be worth more now than they were when they were new. Absolutely, absolutely. I always thought, how about me buying and wearing something like that? But honestly speaking, Steven, I don't think I can ever wear something like that and go out. I don't think I can ever do that. you know the way we were brought up, like, follow fashion, okay, but no, I don't think I can go out with torn clothes. No, never. I can never go out. My torn clothes, really, if they are torn, there are no darners now. There are no darners. I just give them away. I just give them away. And of course, if the jeans have been torn at the lower end, you can just cut them up, take it to the tailor to cut it up, hem it up, and use it as a short. But normally they go off from the top, the pockets and the seat, of your jeans, the back of your jeans, they all go off first usually. So yes, I would never be caught dead in those kind of clothes, wearing torn clothes and going out. I would never be caught dead in it. So, and I still laugh till today when I see, I think in my mind, I say, poor kids, like, they got no money, they have to wear these kind of jeans and these kind of clothes. And really, these clothes are costly. I think they are costlier than a new pair of jeans, if I'm not mistaken. These jeans that are torn, because it has to be a particular tear in a particular way so that the tear doesn't increase, like, So I guess it's a better treatment. I don't know, but I don't know. I've never inquired, but I think these kind of jeans are costlier than the normal jeans. If you buy the same brand. So no, I'll never be caught dead in wearing these kind of clothes. No, can never do that. So yes, true. And I'm sure, in those days, if you wore torn clothes and went out, you did not get the respect. People would look down on you. It's like beggars having torn clothes. People would really look down on you. You wouldn't get respect. And today, celebrities wear it. Highest respect. No. If one person sees it, everybody starts with the same fashion. No, not for me. Not for me. So, yes, Stephen, they would have more value now, than they had in those days, for sure, for sure. I have followed a lot of fashions in my days, like, bell bottoms. When I was Jehovah's Witness, they said you are not supposed to follow fashion, so you cannot be, wearing bell bottoms. And that is the first thing. The Canadian minister, there was a Canadian minister called Brother Funk. He and his wife, brother and sister Funk. Yeah, Funk, Funk. They were Canadians, but now living in India, Jehovah's Witnesses, preaching, ministers. And he used to be wearing bell bottoms when he's up on the pulpit preaching. That is when, I started. And I stopped being a minister. I stopped, and I went back again to school and completed my high school. That I've told on another live stream, the story about that. So yes, so uh, I gave that up. Practice what you preach. That's what they say, right? Practice what you preach. That is what is important. And I firmly believe that. Stephen says, my mother and mother-in-law were good at mending clothes, but I'm afraid I am better at mending. I'm better at mending than Martha is, but I'm not good at it and really try it. Oh, that's nice. So you learn from you learn from your parents and grandparents, So that's good. Um, I have tried my hand. Like once, my wife was very good in art and craft and needlework and all. She was excellent, So, but darning required a different skill altogether. Those darners, I give them hats off to them in those days. The skill was really good. Our stitching would not match that. At least not my stitching or my wife's stitching as good as she was. But one day she tried cross stitch. So I said, "Oh, very good." I also bought, that the material and the ring and the threads and all that. So I also bought that, and I said, "Okay, we'll have competition to see who is the best." Of course, she is going to be best. And for cross stitch, they say you want to see if cross stitch is really a very good, perfectly done piece of work. You have to look at it from the back, and if the back is as good as the front, then your cross stitch is excellent. So my wife was like that. So I started to do it, and sometimes the stitches would be loose, sometimes they would be too tight, and my wife would say to reopen it, and redo it, and that is a pain, to reopen and redo the stitching, and then the holes get a little bigger, and all those kind of things. So finally, when I got the hang of it and doing it, it was a mess for that one. But I got another one. When I got the hang of it, I got another piece of cross stitch, and not too bad. The back of it did look quite okay. You could make out what it was like, from the back, but not like almost as perfect as the front. But no, but it was not bad. And like for a person who's doing it for the first time with only one practice, it turned out to be good. So much so, both my wife's and mine, we had it framed and we had it put up in the house. I may be having that still somewhere in Canada. It must be in my luggage in Canada. I may be having it, not sure, may be having it. But as far as I recall, when I was looking through the luggage, like we moved so many house and homes, But now when I'm trying to recall, I I don't know where it is, I don't know where it is. I'm quite a hoarder of stuff, and from India, when we gave up India, I brought many things, many things from there I brought back. But that story I told you about my school, American International School in Dubai. If ever you have people in Dubai, in those years, this may have been around. I left in 2011, and finally I left the school. Though I told my principal I will never resign till he asked me to leave, but that was a breaking straw for me. That was really a real breaking straw for me. Um, I couldn't bear to see my principal after that. I couldn't bear to see him, to think what he did to me. And I did not deserve that. I really did not deserve. Imagine you being the vice principal, having a board outside saying you're the vice principal. She also got a board saying she is the vice principal. And imagine me having a board vice principal, but nobody coming, nobody interacting with me. Can imagine just coming and sitting in the office the whole day, just going out to classes, making my report, and coming back. No circulars to type, no nothing. And that was for a couple of months, couple of months. Okay, Pita, thank you. I hope you had a good lunch, sumptuous lunch, as you have a sumptuous dinner. So, that broke me completely. That broke me. It was only the staff, the students, that kept me going. But then this Tessol, when it worked out, I tried to market it, but I can't go to other principals in schools to promote it because I myself am working in the school, till 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So then I decided, let me give it up and let me pursue only this business, doing Tessol. And I went to many free zones like Fujairah and Sharjah and the Dubai free zone. But I found the Sharjah free zone was the best that suited my purposes. So I was, when I found out, got the forms to fill up and all. And then I resigned from the school and went to Canada for my summer vacation. And then my wife kept telling me, now, Winston, the kids are big, that it's time we both stay together. Because we were together in Dubai, but then when she, went to stay in Canada, because my son was my finishing university, so he could come to Canada and pursue his studies there. So she said, I will go there so that, I can be with the son. And by then I was drawing a very good salary, so I could send her money and things like that. So I said, no problem, do it. So yeah, so I went to find out and all that. But then she and I when I went, I reasoned with her, why don't you think about it? I've got a very good franchise. I earned a lot of money, almost paid back my franchise money, like, just in having 20 students. So I said, think about it. Uh, the franchisor has been very good and given me a lot of territories. I had, for one franchise fee, she gave me MENA. MENA is Middle East and Northern America. So Morocco and all those places in Northern America, Algiers and Morocco and all the Gulf countries, all the Gulf countries. I said, we can grow our business and make, and then you can come and do admin work with me. I'll need somebody to do my admin work. So, and later on I will need other people to help me out also, and we can set up branch offices, in the other countries. Or like the franchisor said, I can sublease a franchise through mine, through me, my Burton Academy, like, so I can lease out a franchise through me, and pay her some royalty for that, like, so there were so many options available, like, but no, like, she was so adamant, and for me, family is important, like, so I decided, okay. So I gave up my dream. I always wanted to do some business, never had the money, had a lot of knowledge but never had the money. But here was something within my reach. It was in education, my field of work. It was something that I love to do, is teaching. But it's sad. I gave up for family. I gave that up and went to Canada. I regret it. Honestly, I regret it because my wife had passed away also. So I regret moving there. I should have stuck to my guns, carried on my business, and got my wife involved. And then she could have stayed with me, like, wherever I'm staying, she could have stayed with me. So that way. Okay, Stephen, good. You finally found it. Okay, good. I will check the friend request later on. Yes, so now we can message and we can call each other. So you tell me a time that is convenient for you. Tell me a time that is convenient for you. Let us just call on Messenger and talk to each other. So you're familiar. You have never done a video call before. So tell me when it is okay with you, just for a minute. Okay, just for a minute, we can have a video call, and or we can have a video call, and so you get used to seeing how it is and get a practice like how you can make video calls to others. Then other people who are on your Facebook page and you know them very well, practice making video calls through Messenger. Okay, practice making video calls to Messenger, and then go to your camera option, and there is video on that as well. you know there is video on that as well. So don't forget, I told you last time, take out some videos, and when you have videos, keep it portrait, all right, not landscape. Keep it portrait, and take out less than 60 seconds. Take out about 30 seconds to start with. All right, take out a video of 30 seconds outside the garden, the flowers, uh, you know snow, if you're still having snow over there, something about the snow over there, no grass, no flowers, whatever it is. So take out birds, bees, and those kind of things. Take out something about 30 seconds, less than one minute, and tell me you are ready with that, and we will take it from there. Thank you, Ia, for interacting so much. Ia, Stephen, Pita, thanks for your interaction, like, really wonderful. So uh, Yes, so Stephen, just do that, just do that. All you had to do was go into your Facebook and click on message, and you would have found, like I have given you. If you don't see the notification, you will find like my message would pop up, like or you would see somewhere there's a message pending from me. That's why I said go to Facebook, and in Facebook you have message at the top. Click on message. So anyhow, good, you found out. You practice, practice going little more often. uh, Access it from your laptop as far as possible. Access it from your laptop so you get used to your laptop. Okay. Wow, Stephen, you're well ahead of me also. Very good. You posted on your YouTube, you posted a short video. Very good. I will have a look at that video. uh, can you share your YouTube link? Can you share your YouTube link so people can subscribe to you and they can watch your videos as well? When you open your channel on YouTube, when you open your channel, copy the URL at the top. When you open to your YouTube channel page, there is a URL at the top. Copy that URL. Parinda, good good morning to you, Parinda. It's morning for you also. Nice to see you on my live stream. Parinda, I wanted to go live. I wanted to go live on Friday with you, you know. So I am still I tested it out on from YouTube. From YouTube, we can go live. I tested it out with Pita, and we can go that, and I can also transfer that to my to I can transfer that to YouTube, but I have to speak into my phone. I have to do it from phone. The option is not there on the laptop, to do it, but the option is on the phone. We can do a co-hosting uh, from the YouTube on the phone. Okay, from the YouTube app on the phone, we can do that. So today is Wednesday. Confirm with me. Confirm with me on WhatsApp. On WhatsApp, confirm with me if you are ready. This Friday, I've already made a thumbnail. Kindly approve of the thumbnail that I made. I sent it to you long ago, but you haven't commented on that. So check your thumbnail that I had sent you on WhatsApp. If you approve of the thumbnail or you want me to change something in the thumbnail, let me know. Uh, if this Friday, 10 o'clock your time, 10 o'clock your time will be 2 o'clock my time. 10 o'clock your time will be 2 o'clock my time in the afternoon. So I will cancel my evening live stream. Okay. I will cancel my evening live stream and we can go at 10 o'clock. All right. Also, also give me a call. Let us talk and see what direction the co-hosting will take. What do you want to talk on? What do you want to talk on? Give me a call, even if it's for a short call, or send me a message on WhatsApp. What you want to talk about and things like that. Oh, thank you, Pita. Thank you, Pita. Thank you, Pita. Yes, it will be wonderful. You have seen Parinda's YouTube, right? You have been there, you have visited, and you know how good it is. So people are really going to benefit with that. Oh, thank you so much, Stephen. Thank you so much, Stephen. It's really good. Thank you for sharing your. Thank you for sharing that, and I hope Amata has also subscribed, and I will watch your YouTube later on. I will watch. But I have subscribed to your YouTube, and everyone over here, please, if you don't mind, just subscribe uh, to you can open the link that Stephen has sent and subscribe to his channel, and you can watch his channel as well, videos and things like that. So I will watch your channel later on, and I'll send you some comments, okay, on Messenger. I will send you some comments. But very good. You've done it on your own. You've done it by yourself. So that's marvelous, Stephen. Good. You made a start. Very good. I'm really happy because that is what you have to make a start. You have to make a start. Okay. So, Parinder, Friday, 10 o'clock, set. Now, just tell me something about what you would talk about. If you send me a message also, what you will talk about, or let me know, send me a message, what time is suitable for you to talk to me. It can be after 3 o'clock in the afternoon also. It can be that time also after 3 o'clock in the afternoon when you are free, after my live stream. When I finish my live stream, it will be in the evening, 5 to 7 my time. So 3 o'clock your time is 7 o'clock my time. So I will go off. I will go off at 7 o'clock. I will have dinner and then we can have a call. Okay, we can do that evening. Confirm with me if you would like to have a call. Have a short call just to discuss how we are going to do the co-hosting, what you're going to talk about. Okay, no need of mentioning it here. Just send it to me, then I'll put it up. And also let me know if the thumbnail is good, if the thumbnail is suitable for you. So we can do that. Oh, thank you, Parinda, for subscribing to Stephen. Thank you. And Pita also. Pita, Parinda, you can share with me also the little fun for shorts. You can share with me also what it is. What is the new technique that you have? Because I have to make videos, and from tomorrow I want to implement something extra in my shorts. I have done it, but I read that if I do it more often, it's better for the shorts to get higher views. So I'm going to try. It's okay. Let me mention it. No, let it be a surprise. First, see my video, tomorrow's video, and then I will mention. I have used this before, but just to watch one or two videos, February 1st and 2nd, and then let us see. Then let us see. Then I will mention it here as well. So, okay, Parinda, I look forward also to getting a message from you. Okay, fixing up a time for today. Anytime after, say about 8 o'clock. Say about after 4 p.m. your time. 4 p.m. your time will be 8 p.m. for me. So, if any time after 4 p.m., if any time you are, that way, I think there is 4 hours difference between Riyadh and Thailand. So let me know. Sounds good at about 8 o'clock. Then say about 8 o'clock, we can have a talk and discuss like how we will do it, how we will conduct it. You have done many co-hosting. You have had many others, on your channel co-hosting with you. So let us do that. We can do it on YouTube. So we can try it on YouTube. I can try the co-hosting on YouTube and we can speak over there and discuss. How about that? Kill two birds with one stone, right? Kill two birds with one stone. So just let me know the time today if you're free. Today you're free after work. What time is convenient for you? And let us set it up. And then we can have the YouTube on YouTube. I will set it to private, like I did it with Pita. I set it to private so nobody else can see it. I sent the link to Pita, so I'll send the link to you for that, and then we can go and talk to each other over there. And then after that, I will delete that video. I don't want to keep it on and let it go live by mistake or whatever it is. I delete it. So even the one with Pita, I deleted that video later on. So okay, so that Parinda, I will wait for you for that. Pita, I'm going to write something. Okay, I'm going to write something for you. This is for Pita, especially for Pita. Okay, this is especially for Pita. I put it here, Pita, if you don't mind. I put it here because if other people who see that, other people who see that, they will know, like, Okay, Parenda, share your channel also. Please share your channel again. Is is this the same? No, is this the same one you sent me once before? I think some doctor, somebody, or some Imad or something. You sent me, and I subscribed to his channel. Hello, sister. Nice to see you here. Sister, very good to see you. Thank you so much for coming on my live stream. Always happy to have you here. My strong supporter as well. Supporter for so many videos you send me also. You, Pitar, and Veronic. That's why I'm saying thank you so much, because it's still sleep time and sometimes you like to go back to sleep also. But thank you so much for still, just switching on my live channel. Thank you so much. It means a lot to me. So, so good. Pita, Parinda, and Stephen, I also have subscribed to your channel. So that is good. So Parinda is okay. Parinda has put up her YouTube channel. Parinda has put up a YouTube channel, so please click on that and subscribe, like it, and do watch a few of her videos. It will give you an insight of something new that she may talk about this time. But I don't know. I asked Pita if she wants to share her life story. How much of her life story, whatever she wants to share, if she's happy with doing that, because she has like gone through hell and back. So I leave it up to her, whatever she feels comfortable to share with you, or anything else that she wants to share. Uh, you know, yes, Ehab, yes. Oh, Mr. Ehab is Stevie Harvey's Arab version. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Because he on top is on his videos on top is this Steve Harvey. On top, I see Steve Harvey, and I was wondering what is Steve Harvey coming on top for. Okay, okay, got it. He could look something like Steve Harvey, kind of resemblance. So this link you sent is another student, right? Another student of yours. Okay, Parinda, I will check that out later on, and I will. Or why not? I just go now and subscribe to his channel. Okay. Ah, it's the same person. Okay, it's the same person, your student. Yes, it's the same person. I have already subscribed to his channel. I click like. I click like. I wish I knew. I wish I knew what he was talking. Really, I wish I knew what he was talking. I wish I knew what he was talking. Maybe he's trying to. Maybe he's trying to imitate Steve Harvey, right? I need to charge my laptop. 1 minute. So maybe he's trying to imitate something about Steve Harvey. Uh, yes, maybe. That's why I said he can look like Steve Harvey, kind of like. So yes, Parinda, I've already subscribed to him. I've subscribed to him. Okay, Peter. Okay, Parinda. Yes, I leave the option to you. You can share your life story with everybody, whatever you want to share about your life story. Let's do that. Let's do that. So, others, just keep it in mind. Just keep it in mind that we will go live with Parinda this Friday at 10 o'clock my time. Let me just confirm if the time difference is correct. Okay. Uh, Let me just confirm the time. 7:37. Yes, 7:37 a.m. Parinda. For me, it is 11:37 a.m. So correct. That's 4 hours. We are 4 hours ahead. So 10 o'clock your time will be 2 o'clock my time. So in Philippines, it will be 3 o'clock Friday afternoon. 3 o'clock Friday afternoon. Okay. 3 o'clock Friday afternoon. And those of you that miss it can always watch the live play, can always watch the replay, or you may be able to come late on my channel, then you can hear only that part of it, like that you miss, you can hear the part of it. But honestly speaking, it's really very beneficial for you to hear, you know. Unfortunately, I would have liked to start it later, like 5 o'clock my time, but we may go on for a long time, depending how long Parinder can speak, how long she can speak, and how long she wants to speak. So, Parinder, uh, 5 o'clock my time. 5 o'clock my time will be around 1 o'clock your time. Let me know if that will work out for you. Because you've already put it on your calendar, so may not be possible. But at least we can go on and sister, India will be okay. I'll work out the time with Parinder in case we can adjust the time. But sister, you are 1.5 hour behind me. So if it's 2 o'clock for me, it will be 12:30 in the afternoon for India. If it is 2 o'clock for me, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, it will be 12:30 afternoon for you. Friday afternoon, 12:30 in India. Welcome, Rosemary. Nice to see you here. Okay, let's keep it at that time. Let's keep it at uh, 2 o'clock afternoon for me. Let's just keep it at 2 o'clock afternoon. And the others, because I'm afraid in case we really, have a very long, because the longest video live stream I have been on personally from my video was 5 hours. I have been on a live stream, my channel live stream. The maximum I've been is for 5 hours. And I have also had videos for 4 hours plus. 4 plus hours. I've also had videos for that. So in case Parinder's goes for long, I don't know how long Parinder wants to talk for, but in case, I'm just presuming, because she has a lot to share, and I know I am also going to benefit. Even if I heard the story before, I know I'm going to benefit with the story, and I'm going to benefit with all her other experiences, that she speaks about. So because we have only spoken like through chat in the earlier years when I first came to know Parinder. It was only the messages, only through chat messages. We never ever spoke live to each other, right, Parinder? Only now we have spoken. The other day we did speak, I think, and yes, uh, yes. Let us. No, I don't think we have spoken on camera to each other till now, Parinder, right? I don't think so. So yes, set up a time. So there are some links over here. Rosemary, if you want to put in both your links, American man, Filipino wife, and Filipino farmer. Of course, Filipino farmer, you can click, others can click on Filipino farmer and go to her this. And if you want, but still, Rosemary, you want to put both your links over here, please share your links. And good news, Rosemary, good news. Stephen Bennett has put his link. He is now a YouTuber. He has posted one video on YouTube. So all of us have been subscribing to Stephen's video. Some may have already seen it and commented. I will see it after my live stream and I will comment on that. And I will get in touch with Stephen separately on Messenger as well. And so please, Rosemary, you promote my channel, promote Stephen's channel. He's just starting new, very new to the YouTube family, very new to the YouTube family. And I'm happy he has finally made the start. Good, Stephen. Really proud of you. Really proud of you. And I hope it is about your archery. I hope it is about your archery. Just this morning, I went in and morning or yesterday, I went in and I was looking at your channel, and I was looking at some of the pictures of the archery. And God willing, if I ever get a chance to come to you know Ohio. Yes, if I ever get a chance to come to Ohio and I can visit you, I would like to give my hand a try at the archery. I would like to give my hand a try. If you are not so particular about others using your bow and arrow, if you are particular about others using your bow and arrow, I will understand it. Don't worry. If you have an old one, I will try on that one. And I tried to see, because I have watched archery for the World Cup, World Cup archery and all, like, in those days I have watched video. I watched the live of archery. uh, Quite interested. I told you, as a kid, we used to bend the broomstick. We used to bend it like a bow, tie string at the end, and use another broomstick as an arrow. And we used to do that. So I've had a fascination of archery from those days, like, and then the other thing we used to use were the catapults we used to use. So I kind of had this kind of a thing before, but never really had the opportunity to do it, like, Yes, so I can use one of your older ones, not use the main one that you use. I can use the older ones, uh, just to try my hand at it, like, Like, I remember I tried my hand at bowling. I tried my hand at bowling once in Dubai. My kids used to go, so they were good bowlers, they knew and all. And I remember going for it, and, you know, uh, I was getting, like all nine pins down, like, I forget the term what it's called. So my in my first attempt, my first time ever doing bowling, like, of course, for the first time the shots went haywire here, there, and everywhere. And then I started, getting it, and my elder daughter was so upset. Daddy, you must have been playing before. You're just bluffing us and telling us that you do not know bowling, because for the first time you cannot be doing it. I said, baby, honestly, baby, I've never tried this. I said, you saw my first shots. They were going everywhere, like, not even hitting a single pin, you know. But it's just that mathematically, I'm a good math teacher. So I try to calculate, that way. Okay, if I turn it this way, if I spin it this way, if I throw at this angle, would it benefit? But it's not that can't get the name. I can't get the name. It's not that I get, all nine pins down at the first shot. And there are times when after my three shots, there is still one pill, one pin still standing. Even after the three tries, one pin is still standing, or maybe two pins, like, one this side, one that side, not fallen. So it happens with me, like, it's not always I get a full, like, So but yes, and then I did it only like once or twice, and then years later when I went to Canada, I did it once, and that was because of farewell to one of my security guards who used to work the night shift with me, and my supervisor and myself, we decided to give him a farewell. And only one other security guard who used to come on some shift duties, take over replacements. She came with us, like, so four of us went that, and we decided to go bowling and then go and have dinner. And I told them I've only done bowling once or twice before. I said maximum twice, so I'm new to it, and all of them have already been used to bowling. I took the lead in one case. I took the lead, and we ended up. I ended up second. I ended up in second position. So not bad, not bad. I have a screenshot somewhere on my Google Photos. I didn't delete that. I kept it. I deleted it from my phone and gallery, but I have kept it on Google Photos. So it's always there if I need it, like, So I came second. There was a time I was leading, and then finally overall I came second. So, playing against veterans, people who are good at bowling, have a lot of experience. I still do well. I still did well. After that, I have never done bowling. Oh, I did bowling in Thailand once. Yes, I did bowling in Thailand long before. Once. Uh, I was doing volunteer teaching at the Duan Pradeep Foundation, teaching the slum children in the Klong Toy area, teaching slum children. We used to teach them free volunteer work. So we used to go in the morning for 2 hours, about 2 or 2.5 hours. Like there was regular classes, and we taught them English, and they had separate schooling also, but there were other teachers in the school. But we gave them English classes, teaching them basic, how to introduce themselves and all those kind of things, and then they had also a little of artwork and little of other things and all. So we were quite a few foreign teachers who used to teach there. So one this American guy, that's where I met him, and we befriended each other, so he had another Vietnamese friend, not girlfriend, Vietnamese friend. So he had invited her also for the trip to the other center that they have in a place called Kanchanaburi. I have a video on Kanchanaburi, and Kanchanaburi is border with the Burma border. Sorry, I still call it Burma. I cannot get myself calling it Myanmar. I still call it Burma. So, with the Burma border and the famous bridge on the River Kwai, it's at Kanchanaburi in Thailand, in Kanchanaburi on the western side, and across the bridge is the border of Burma. So we went to see the other center that they have over there, and so she so we got chatting with each other, and on the line app, and then she said, Winston, we are going for this bowling, would you like to come along? And I said, yeah, why not? And then there was another person who was supervising all the foreign teachers at that foundation, and she would send out the circular and the rota system for the week, who was doing what. Everybody had the same lesson to do, but who was doing it on which days they were doing it according to the days that we volunteered. So I had volunteered for twice a week, it was far away from me, and I had to change a lot of transport to go there, a lot of transport, because it was free volunteering. So I didn't want to, take a taxi and go take the fastest method of travel. No, I took the longest method of travel, so it did not matter. But I spent the cheapest. So yes, I'm so happy for Stephen. I'm really very, very happy for Stephen. So yes, even I ever get a chance, I would love to just try out, the bow and arrow. I don't know. So I was talking about the professional, at this. Their bows are so different, right? The professional ones, their bows are so different, and what all kind of gloves that they wear, for shooting, holding that arrow, stretching it back, and you know, um, I see how they turn the bow upside down, press the arrow down, and even the arrow is something different, what they use at the Olympics and all for shooting. I have not seen it in a long time. I have not seen, but talking about this now, I think I must check a video, archery on the Olympics, and I must see what kind of equipment they are using now. But I'm talking about years when I was a teenager, or maybe when I was an adult, also, but just early years. That's the last time I've seen. After that, I've not really had time to stay up and watch, so, and I've forgotten completely about the archery part of it till now. I see your picture and all that, on your Facebook and all, and then you talk about you are into archery and hunting and all with bow and arrow. So it has come back to me, so yes, I would love to just try my hand at it, because I know any of these important things, they don't like others to handle, because it'll go out of alignment, and 101 things, like the bowstring, things can happen. So I understand from that point of view, so don't ever feel bad, Stephen, don't ever feel bad in case of anything. If you have to say no, and you have to say refuse, and you have to do something negative, it's always be upfront, no problem, because I'm that type of a person also. Like I always said, a spade is a spade. I call a spade a spade. But for me, no gray matter, but I am flexible. I say there is no gray matter, but I am flexible. I'm flexible. I can bend rules. I can do things like, to some extent, I can do things like that. So though I say no gray matter, but no gray matter in the sense that if I don't like something, or I don't want to do something like that, I will not do it. Or if I have to be outspoken about saying something, I will be outspoken about it. So from that point of view, like, but of course I will say it in a polite way, not to offend somebody. Like, I still keep saying I enjoy talking to Muhammad, you know, but IQ general. But I think, he's offended. I think he's offended. He has never come back again. But I think he got offended. But like, I politely told him, what he's saying is absolutely right, but I cannot change. I cannot do it. Like, he said, cremation is not good. In the Bible also it says, he's a Muslim, but he says Quran, but in the Bible also it says, you should be buried and all. And I firmly told him, I agree with you. Maybe in the Bible, maybe anything. I'm a Christian, okay? I'm a Christian. Maybe in the Bible also, but no. I know in the Bible, or everyone it speaks of, they were all buried, right? Even Jesus was buried, right? So, um, but I've never seen anywhere in the Bible, like as a Jehovah's Witness, I knew the Bible from cover to cover. I've never seen in the Bible anywhere where it condemns cremation. I've never seen something like that, where it speaks only have a burial and no cremation, you know. But that's why Muslims also have a burial, right? It's only the Hindu people in India, like, they have a cremation. But today cremation is accepted by many, whether you are a Christian or who you are. Cremation is accepted by many people, like, so it's not like it's a taboo, like, it's not a taboo at all, like, so I have opted it for some other reasons. I mentioned it once before. On that live stream, I'd mentioned it. And so I told him very politely, I understand it is good, but Mohammed, I'm sorry. I stick to my decision. And even my decision is flexible because I kept a daughter as a custodian of my will. My daughter is the custodian of my will. And I have told her, my daughter, you don't have to respect my wishes because I'm telling you that I would like to be cremated, and I gave her the reasons why I want to be cremated. But I told her the option is still with you. The option is still with you. You want to have a burial, you want to do anything, you can go ahead and do it. And like, my wife also took cremation, opted for cremation. But my wife's reason for cremation, she said, when I am buried, I do not want the earthworms and all these creatures running over my body. And we kept saying, like, no, when you're dead, you're dead, you're gone, so you won't feel all this. And no, she said, I don't want, that's why I want to go for cremation. But finally, my son, he was custodian of her will, so he was opting for cremation, and then last minute he changed it to burial, but not in the earth, burial in a vault. So she was kept like on something, like a stretcher kind of a thing or whatever, and then she was put into the vault, into a vault. She was put. So, uh, but I'm sure in the vault, your body is going to decompose, and then worms and all form, right? When your body decomposes, any matter decomposes, it turns into worms and things like that. It's not like it turns directly, but like she said, buried in the earth and all. And later on, I came to know through my daughter that my wife also was like not psychic, but she was into this spiritual thing, and she had many lives on earth, and this was her last life on earth, like. So I came to know from my daughter later on, and perhaps that was one of the reasons why she did not want a burial. Now I came to think about it when my daughter told me, and I said maybe that is one of the reasons why she did not want to have a burial in the earth. She wanted to be cremated. So, like I said that, so I don't know. I think he felt offensive. He has never come back. He's a well-read man. He has never come back. I don't know if he's still one of my subscribers. I don't know. So, it's that way. I cannot tell, but he has never come back. And he stayed on, like, from almost the time he came till the end, he stayed on. Till the end, he stayed on. And we had a very good discussion. Well-read man, well-read man. We had a very good discussion in that live stream. If you ever go back to see that live stream, it's worth it. And he even had a good knowledge about Christianity. Of course, they say, Muslims and Christians are quite alike. They have a lot of Christian names, like Mary, and they call Mariam. Then Isaac, they call Isa, and Abraham, they call Abraham. You know, Jesus is called Yeshua. So they have so many, or something like that, Yeshua. So they have so many names. The people have names, not just like Arabic names and all, but they have like, or Muslim names, but they have Christian names as well. But in the Arabic form, in the Muslim form, they have Christian names also. So um, very closely related to. It's different. Many things are different. Many things are different. I used to have in Dubai. I did study. He was telling me I must study Quran and I must, have a Quran. I told him I have that in Dubai when I was there. I had it. I had a Quran version in English. I had that with me. I I did not throw it out. When I was leaving Canada, I donated that. I donated that to the Muslim. There's lots of Muslim mosques and all, So I donated it because it's a holy book, right? It's a English version, but it's holy, right? So I had that. I had the prayer mat or something. I had so many things like that. For the Muslim, I just was interested to know about it, and I just gave it. I donated it and I gave it to people. But I've been into a Muslim mosque. I've been into a Muslim mosque because my stationery guy in school, I've mentioned about him in previous live stream. He was Muslim, and I used to go with him, and we used to stay as far back as possible because I'm not a real Muslim, and I may do something wrong. So I would stay like far back, so nobody really observing me, and whatever he was doing, I would follow. I would follow. But you can see, my action is always a little later reaction compared to what they were doing. Always a little later till I got used to. I got used to it, like. So I've even done that. I've gone to Hindu temples. I've gone to the Pasi temple. They do not allow anyone to come inside their Pasi temple. So I've not been, but from outside I've seen. Then, yeah, you name it. Buddhist temples. I've been inside Buddhist temples. I've taken blessings from the Buddhist monks. I've offered merit. They have what is called merit. You buy fish and you let fish into the water. You buy some fish there, let it into the water. That is merit, and there's so many other things. So give a little donation to them, or give them some fruits and vegetables, and get a blessing from them. So I've even had that. I've done that also. Offered merit and got blessing from the Buddhist monks. Religion teaches you to be good, like every religion. So I am okay with any religion. I am okay with any religion. I don't follow the religion. I don't follow their teaching, but I would visit and I would blend with them. I would blend with them, like. And I mentioned this before. When you're sitting before the monk and all that, or Buddha statues and all, you cannot be sitting with your feet pointed towards them. You cannot be sitting with your feet pointed towards them. So many of them kneel, or they sit down on their bottom with their both the legs folded to one side. Both the legs folded to one side. They sit down on the bottom with the legs folded to one side, or they are kneeling down. I always say I was never a naughty student in school, so I was never punished in school. So I have no practice of kneeling down. My knees hurt, and even when I was a Catholic and I was going to the church and all, and even when I accompanied my wife to church later on in life, where the pew, like, down where the rest is, for you to kneel down. I have to kneel down at a particular angle of my knee between some bone, cartilage and the bone or somewhere. I have to kneel at a particular on the lower end of your ankle. There is where the joint is, like. So over there, I had to kneel at a particular ankle, and I did not have any pain or anything doing that. But I couldn't kneel for long. Then I saw in the Roman Catholic, even at a time when you're supposed to kneel, many are sitting down. Many, they sit down and bow their head, like. So then I started doing that. I started sitting down and bowing. Standing was okay, sitting was okay, but then kneeling I stopped, like. As I got later on in life, I stopped that because I saw others, like, they are not kneeling, they are sitting down with their head bowed. So I said, okay. Only at the time of the Eucharist, blessing of the host and the wine, at that time, to give extra respect for it, yes, I would kneel down at that time. Only at that time I would kneel down for the blessing of the host, the communion, blessing of the host and the wine. I would kneel down at that time. Then later on in life, when I became Jehovah's Witness, and then I was teaching in a Protestant school, Church of England school. So I began attending their services and joined the youth group, and motivated people to read the Bible and all that. As the head of the youth group and all. So at that time, then, so from that time, I call myself an Anglican, a Church of England, an Anglican. I call myself that. I have to be buried somewhere, right? So I call that. But then now I've changed to cremation. And I've told my daughter also, if you want to have burial, then that's left up to you. I've already paid for my cremation. I paid for it. But now I have to write and find out because I paid for it in Mississauga, Ontario. But now I've moved to Alberta. So they're not going to take my body and do whatever it is all the way back there. So what if I die in Thailand? And only thing my daughter told me, she said, Dad, you're going and staying in these other countries. God forbid something happens. Because I've discussed this with her, God forbid something happens, baby. What do you want? What instructions do you want? And she said, Dad, I do not want someone cremating you or burying you or doing something and then informing me about it. No, I want somebody to please inform me that you have passed away and then leave the decision to me what I should do. I should come down there, not come down, what I should do. Leave the decision to me. At that time, I do not know what will be my condition. I would definitely fly down if it is possible. At that time, I would definitely want to fly down, but I do not know what is the situation there and something. So wherever I live, I give somebody my contact number. I mean, I give them my daughter's contact number. I tell them she's only on WhatsApp. She's not on the line ID. So they would have to download the WhatsApp just to call her so that it's free call. So I told them like, all this. So I always, leave instructions wherever I am. So I left it with the owners of this, where I'm now. I left it with the Thai family when I was in the other province. I left it with the Thai family about that. When I was staying in Bangkok, I left it with the owner of the apartment over there, that if anything happens, you need to call my daughter. So I left my daughter's contact. When I was staying in Ubon, Ratchathani for 5 months, I left it with the owner of the resort, you know. So wherever I go to live, I find somebody trustworthy enough, so tomorrow if I'm staying in Philippines, if I'm in the Philippines, then I will give it to the owner of the condo where I'm staying. I will give it to him and ask him, in case anything ever happens. So it's like that, it's like that. So my daughter said, just let them call me, let them tell me like you have passed away, and then leave the decision to me. So even though I've opted for cremation, like my wife opted, but she wasn't cremated because my son chose to do otherwise. And I've left the option with my daughter. I said, though I've asked for cremation, but daughter, it is your prerogative. When I pass away, what you want done, how you want it done, I leave it up to you. You do it. Up to you, you do that. So yeah, so it's left up to her, whatever she wants to do when I pass away, wherever I pass away. If I'm happen to be in Canada when I pass away, then it will be better for her, But if I'm in any other country, it will be her decision what she wants. And if you look at it that way, not that I decided to go to some other country, I opted for cremation years ago, even when my wife was living. I opted for cremation, and so for many other reasons, I opted for cremation. So now, if it is cremation and if I'm cremated here, it's like much better for my daughter. Just she can always come here anytime, collect my ashes. Whoever keeps my ashes, collect my ashes, take it, and do whatever she wants with it. So yes, so that option has been left. So I think maybe he felt bad about it. So I don't want to. I left it at that. Let it be let it be each one to his own, each one to his own. As a Jehovah's Witness, I went around preaching, trying to change people, make them Jehovah's Witnesses. Many of them I was successful in changing them and all that. And what happened in the end? I myself left a religion, right? I left a religion. So it's like that. Okay, Stephen, thank you very much. Yes, Stephen, it's past midnight for you. I just looked at the time. Stephen, it's past midnight for you. Thank you very much for patronizing. And don't worry, whenever you possible that you have your live stream, we will definitely try to make it to your live stream whenever possible and stay on, and hope you get very busy on your live stream and on your YouTube channel as well. Start your live stream for don't be shy, camera shy or anything. Start your live stream from early so that you can start getting watch hours. Don't be like me. Now, like it's coming to a year and I will not get my watch hours, within the year. So start from before, like many people, they've got their watch hours within 3 months. I know many Filipino vloggers within 3 months they've got their watch hours. 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. They got it within 3 months. So some have got it even in 1 month. Unbelievable, but they've got it even in 1 month. They've got their 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 views. So uh, just don't be like me. One piece of advice: start with live stream. Don't worry, you will be able to talk. You're a supervisor, you talk to others. You've been supervisor for so many years. You are speaking to others, you are interacting with others, you are delegating work to others. You have people under you, so you're used to it. So don't worry about being camera conscious. Once you begin talking, I think you will be able to. You can sort of, you cannot for example, you cannot talk about you cannot have a video about your plant, right? Not forbidden, right? Cameras and all are not allowed inside, but there will be a website, right? There will be a website with pictures or something, maybe. Okay, there will be a website with pictures. That website with pictures is open to all. May have copyright issues. You can ask your management, all right, I cannot take this. Is it okay if I took out the pictures from the website, but have it in writing? Remember, have it by a message or something. So check. But you said it is a worldwide collaboration or something, so you may not be able to do that. So okay, if you still cannot do that, then leave it, leave it. But you can describe your plant, you can describe the process that the plant goes through. Because like for me, I am very interested in that. I like to see production, like how they get it and how all the process that it goes through and the final product. I'm very interested in that. I have asked many people, I would like to come and see how it is done, but it's always been a no. It's always been a no. But I do go onto YouTube and I go onto videos and I see the process, how it is done. I like to see, all the bottling, how it is done, or the canning, how it is done, or the packaging, how it is done. I'm very interested. So I do watch, I do watch a lot of YouTube that have videos on that. I did that. So, Stephen, thank you very much for being here. Good night and God bless to you and Martha. And before Stephen goes, again, remember one thing. Remember Martha and Stephen, Rusty, Myrna, and Nair in your prayers. Okay. Hope I have not left anyone else. No. Just remember them in your prayers. Okay. So see you next time, Stephen. Thank you so much. See you next time. I know you stay awake till midnight. Normally you don't do that, so it's a great effort you are making, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I'm good news. I'm really happy you are posted on YouTube. Very good. So start doing it whenever you get a chance to take out videos. I'll see what video that is about. I hope it's about your archery, so we can take it from there. Just 1 minute. I've got somebody at the door. If you don't mind, just wait 1 minute, please. I wonder who it is. Okay, let me get back. Oh, the person just gave The person just gave. Let me get my headphone back again. Yeah, the person just gave me the rent receipt. The person gave me the rent receipt last day of the month, so they gave the rent receipt. So yes, I was wondering who comes. Normally, nobody comes. So I got the rent receipt, So you move away from the fan, and the heat strikes you. So yeah, I just got the rent receipt. So that's it. So yes, Stephen, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with you starting that. My sister says now they have a shroud burial, no coffins for Christians. Oh, really? Wow, a shroud. That's the first time I've heard that. But I guess you have an option if you want to have a coffin, or is it because of the space the coffin has occupies or something like that? Because in a common grave now they bury one person over the other, right? They do that in a common grave. They do that. Back home, we have our family grave. When my father died, people asked, do you want to pay for a family grave? And at that time, we said yes, because we were all in India, right? So we said, yes, yes, why not have a family grave, And luckily, we did that because it was so cheap in those days compared to today. It was really very cheap. I think I paid 5 or 10,000 rupees. I paid, for a family grave, and today it would cost like in it would cost much, much more than that, right? So yeah, so it was good. I bought up the family grave. So it depends if we are in our hometown and we pass away over there, then we can all be buried there. And we asked them also, what if somebody dies a month so, then you have to be buried somewhere else in a general grave. And then they have, I forget now, 2 years or something specification they have, I think 2 years or something. When this grave settles down, then they will dig like little, not right down, they will dig little lower down, and they will then exhume your remains from the other grave, and then put you into this your remains will be put into this grave. And I remember about my sister, from her family, from her in-laws side, their family grave was like, it was dug very deep, and they buried like the first person there, and then there was a kind of a slab or something. Yes, sister, you, I think so, no? A kind of a slab or something that was put over there, so that the next person, they can only dig up to that part, and then the next person can be buried. And I don't know how many they can accommodate there, but that is what I saw when I attended. I think I was there when I attended your father, your mother-in-law's, right? Who died first? I think your mother-in-law died first, or your father-in-law. I forget. I attended one of their funerals, I think. So I think that is what. And then I think you explained to me. So just correct me, sister, if I'm wrong in what I have said. Just correct me, please, if I'm wrong. So we never had anything like a slab. My father died much before, so we didn't have anything like a slab or something put there. Uh, when we asked them, they just said, no, we will just dig, and then a little below that we'll stop, and then I mean little above that we will stop, and then we bury the remains of the other person. But if it is after many years, then no problem. Now my father died in 1990, so everything is settled down, so no problem. Now my sister says about just wrapping up in a shroud, bed sheet, not a bed sheet. They really have like a shroud. The Jews, because I believe Jesus was wrapped in a shroud, right? Jesus was wrapped. That's what the Bible says, kind of, and pictures and all show that. Like Jesus was wrapped in a shroud, a white shroud, and then he was buried in that sepulcher. So I know the Jews, they wrap them in a shroud and they bury them. The Jews. Uh, if somebody knows, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is what, as a child, we came to know about the Jews. The Jews used to be buried in a shroud. Okay, so I don't know if that is correct. I can just Google just to see. I'm just trying to see. Uh, I can't find. I can't find a quick answer to that. I'm trying to see something. Normally, Bing or something gives me a ready-made answer, but I cannot see something like that. Uh, Okay, it says over here, the time-honored Jewish custom is to bury our departed in an inexpensive linen shrouds. This dates back to 2 millennia, to the times of Rabban Gamliel, the elder in the earliest first century. Okay, okay. So what I was saying was in a way correct. So yes, so that is what I do not know now. I do not know now. I do not know what they are doing now, right? I do not know what they are doing now, but yes, so that there was a custom that the Jewish people used to be just wrapped in a cloth. But I had a good friend. I had a good friend. They were Jews. They were Jews, but uh, family problem. Wife and all family problem, and he was very good. He used to play for a band and all that. Very good guitarist and all, and he used to play for the band and good voice. He had to sing and all. With a family problem and his wife's problem, he took to drinking. He used to carry a bottle with him wherever he went. So many times he would be found on the footpath and all that. And then finally, when the time came and he passed away, we went for the funeral. Literally, he was buried in a bed sheet. Literally, he was buried. They must have just taken the bed he died on. They must have just wrapped him in that same bed sheet. Not to have that same bed sheet in the house also. Wrapped up and buried him in that. It was very sad. It was really, really so sad. Like, and what was sad also was, yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't want to talk about that. It's sorry. You know, uh, yeah. So this is very sad about this Jewish guy. How they wrapped him up in a bed sheet and put it and buried him. Very sad it was. What a bad ending he had. And yet in his heydays, how much he did for the family, how much money he earned. Like he had a nice job, steady job earning, plus he was doing the band and earning extra money from that. And how well he looked after his family, and to think So, yes, sister, that is news to me now. The Christians are also, because coffins have become very expensive. Coffins have become very, very expensive. And then afterwards, what happens to the coffin? What happens to the coffin? It goes into dust, right? It goes into dust. So that's one of the reasons I don't want. That's one of the reasons I don't want. I don't want. When I'm gone, what is to have a elaborate funeral? And another reason, since I'm talking, I'll talk about it. And another reason is that I do not want hypocrites. If people have not been good to me in my life, why should they come and shed tears when I'm dead? Correct? Why do I want them? And then the custom in Canada and maybe US, but the custom is when you visit, when you come back, you have a big party and give food and have sing song and give food and everybody to people. So why do I have to feed people? After I'm gone, why do I have to do that? And have people coming and shedding crocodile tears, things like that. So I don't have friends. Like, I don't have many friends. That's my nature. I don't have friends to hang around with and things like that. So I have very few. So okay, those few people will come, they'll respect my wishes and all. And that is another reason why I don't want to be buried, because I don't want to have a grave. You have a grave, you have to maintain the grave, you have to visit the grave often. Then, like, on November 2nd, All Souls Day, you're obligated. If you're in the area, you're obligated to go on All Souls Day and pay respect to the dead. And I don't want all that. Dead is dead. You're gone is you gone. All those kind of ceremonial that you want to have and establish, they mean nothing. You remember the person, you remember all the good things the person did, you always think of the person. That is more than enough, right? That is more than enough. Like, I still think of my father. There's not a day that goes when I don't think of my father. It's been like 34 years, but I still think of him every day in some way or the other. Many times when sister and I are talking, we talk about father. He comes into our conversation. My mother's still living. Uh, I always remember my wife in my prayers, and I always remember her. Otherwise, also, there are so many things like in daily life, when it makes me think of my wife as well. So between my father and my mother, my grandmother, I love my grandmother, but I do not think of her that often. There are certain situations that happen or certain things that happen, then I recall about my grandmother. But my father and my wife, I think of them every day. It's like 34 years for my father. It's like 5 years past for my wife, but I always think of them every day. But there's so many nice things to think about, right? I see people in a wheelchair. I think about her often, oh my God, I know what those people must be going through. Sometimes I see a man in the wheelchair, the woman pushing the wheelchair, how much more difficult that must be for the woman. Like, men are kind of stronger, but for the woman to do it, like, how it must be like. So immediately, I go thinking into all those kind of things. And it takes me back to my wife's days, and then those days will continue to think of it a little more. It depresses me, and that's why I try to avoid thinking about that, because the way she went, the end she had, it really depresses me to talk about it, really. So I've spoken in previous channels, live streams, in detail about that. So yeah. Oh, Mercy! Wow, Mercy, Mercy! Let me make you. Oh, I can't reach. I need somebody to comment so that I can make you. I can make you a moderator. Mercy, send me one more comment, or anybody else. Emily, Mercy, yeah. Somebody send me a message, then I can go, because the emoticon is in the way. So I can see the arrow, but when I go to the dots, I see the emoticons come in the way. Then I can't access the dots. Somebody please send me a message. Okay, now Mercy sent another message. That's good. Thank you, Mercy. Oh my gosh. Oh, I don't know. It's still coming in the way. Oh my God, it's still coming in the way. Okay, let me see. Can I do it here? Add, yes, I can click. Oh yes, I can click that now. See, I learned something. I can click. If I click on that comment, then I get a if I click on the comment, then I get a list of things to do. Okay, okay, good. See, Stephen and others, how we learn. I just clicked on the comment, and then the options come up what to do. Right. So I made you a moderator. Okay, Mercy, I made you a moderator on my. So your next comment will be highlighted in blue. Mercy, if you want to drop your video channel link, if you want to drop your channel link on my live stream, please go ahead and do it. Do drop your channel link. You're welcome to drop your channel link so others can subscribe to your channel as well. Some nice videos from Mercy also. A lot of cooking. Mercy gives a lot of cooking videos, so you can get some tips from there about recipes and things like that. I ask her myself. I ask her, like, give me a recipe. What did you put into it? What did you cook in? What spices you put? How did you cook it? And she tells me. Sometimes in a recipe, sometimes it shows there. It shows what all she has done. So follow her recipes. Follow her recipes. Very very nice cooking dishes she turns out. I don't know how many people are still on my chat because a few of you have been commenting a lot. Pita has been there, Emily is there, Nesty is there, Stephen, of course, had to go off, and Mercy is now there. Very nice to have you, Mercy. Thank you for coming in. I hope next time you will be free to come in earlier on my live stream, then it would be good. It's already now 2 hours and 30 minutes. Yes, very good, Mercy. Do uh, do share your link here. Do share your link here. I'm okay with you sharing your link over here. So people who watch the replay, they can click on the link and they can subscribe to you. So my viewers can subscribe to your channel and watch your videos as well. So please share your link. Go ahead, share your link, your YouTube link, channel link over here. Very nice to have had Pita Parinda also over here. It's been the second time she has come on my channel. Very nice to have had Parinda. Okay, Mercy, now you are in blue. You are in blue. Okay, what I will do then, I think I will end my live stream. I will end my live stream. I will be coming on, Mercy. I'll come on 5 o'clock my time. So that will be 6 o'clock Filipino time. 5 o'clock my time, 6 o'clock Filipino time. I will come back again. So let me put in a thank you note. Mercy, do share your link over here. Okay, do share your link over here. Let me go and get my link. Okay, I'm sharing my link for my evening chat. So I'm sharing my link for my evening chat. I hope many of you will be there. Another interesting subject on law, and just read what I have written in the description. That's something I'm going to be talking about as well. So uh, hopefully we'll have another good interaction in the evening. So thank you very much to everyone who has passed by my channel, my stream. I really appreciate it. We had some people peeping in once again after a long time. We had some new people peeping in, and most important and the best good news is Stephen Bennett has now posted his first video and is now officially a YouTube family member. So he has posted his video, and so all of you can go in. Many others have given their link, many others have shared their link. So you can go in, click on their link. Please subscribe to their channel and patronize their channel, help the channel to grow. Share the channel videos, or on others. Share mine as well. Don't forget about that. Yes, Emily. See, I just spoke to him the other day, and he knows nothing. At least you take out videos. Do you know, Emily? Do you know, sister? Stephen has never taken out a video in his life, and he has never even had a video conversation with anyone in his life. He is 58 years old. 58 years old, never had a video talk with anybody in his life, never took out a video. Pictures he has taken at parties and all, but never a video. And I encouraged him. I told him to start it, share the video with me. And today he told me he has already done the video and even posted it on his YouTube channel. So you see, sister, this is the spirit. Don't procrastinate. Don't keep waiting. You take out so many videos and send me. So create a niche for yourself, like how James tells you. Create a niche for yourself and keep it, and then start. So he's going to do one on nature or archery. Like he's very good in archery, so he's going to do that. So that is his niche. So no, I need to start now. Now, sister, now is the time. I just told him yesterday, and he has already done it. I told him yesterday he shot his first video in his lifetime here. First video. You are always shooting videos for me as well. So, sister, start it now. You already have a YouTube channel, because to come onto YouTube now, you have to create one, right? So you already have it. You take a video for me. Instead of that, you take a video for yourself and post it on YouTube. Finished. Okay. So tomorrow, sister, or later today or tomorrow, I want to see your video also on your channel. Okay. Thank you, Mercy, for sharing. Thank you, Mercy. And I've already told everyone to start. So no need to start, sister. Now. No, not sure. Post once a week. Post one. I told Stephen also. Post once a year. Post not once a year. Post once a month. Once a fortnight. Once a week. Start that way. Once a week. Look at Naina. Once a week she's posting. Sometime in between she posts a short, but once a week she's posting a regular video. Start. Start with your first video, post it, and then every once a week at least post a video for yourself. You will soon learn how to make it better and better, and I am always there to help you. You can always call me. We can be on video call, and I can see what you're doing, and I can instruct you. I can instruct you to see where to go, what to do. I can instruct you, right, to do that. So, sister, do it. Stephen did it from yesterday to today. Already he has posted his first video for a person who has never shot a video in his life. So anyhow, it's left up to you, sister. If you really want to do it, you keep on telling me, but you never start it. So it's no use of keeping on saying, I want to, I need to, I have to, I need to, I want to. No. If you really, now is the time to do it. That's what I finally did, right? I said, no, I'm coming back from Australia. I'll take a lot of videos and I will start posting. I did that, right? I did that. Stephen, I told him yesterday, He's already posted a video. He posted it last night. So you see, so left up to you, sister. I won't force you, but you want to do it. Don't keep on saying I want to do, I need to do, I have to do. If you really want to do it, start. Start. I said I'm there to help you. What is nervous? I'm there to help you. Steve, sister, a person never taken a video in his life has posted a video. A person who doesn't know even where is Messenger or how to do something on Messenger, a person doesn't know anything. You know a lot more. You know a lot more than what Steven knows. But he posted it. So I'm encouraging you, start it. You make a start and then you will say, oh my God, it's so easy. Why did I not do it before? I am now thinking, why did I not do live stream before? I also didn't want to come on camera. I didn't want to show myself, you know, and speak. But then I decided in January I will do it, and I started it in January. I started it in January. So you have to make a start. Now I regret I should have started it in the beginning when I started videos. I should have started live stream. By now I would have had my watch hours, right? I could have had my watch hours by now. So you see, I regret it now. So do it. Okay, then I've put a thank you note and everything. I will end my live stream now. I'm feeling hungry as well. So I will go and eat. Then I have to make some new videos for tomorrow. I have to do something new in my videos. So I don't have anything that will take time for making it and for editing it. So uh, that is it for now. Okay, so thank you very much. Thank you for everyone that has been on my stream. We had a wonderful discussion. It's getting better day by day, and I'm happy with so many interacting and staying for longer hours. I really appreciate that. It is helping me with getting more watch hours, which I really really need. So thank you so much for all of you for being here. And so love you all and bless you. Bye, sister. Bye. We can talk later on. Okay, I'll have my lunch and then we can talk.